What is up everybody, Finn here from Double Tap Gamers, and today I want to give you a review and talk about Creativerse. So first of all, what is Creativerse? Well, Creativerse is a sandbox, basically survival game, with role-playing game elements. Similar to games such as Minecraft, but we aren't going to compare it to Minecraft because they're totally different altogether. They may look very similar, but they play totally different. So, first of all, let's go into the little features. Now, the features which this game actually has is it's got multiplayer, which is great. You don't have to open any ports. You don't have to basically run any Hamachi servers. The game is fully multiplayer. Now, whether they're going to incorporate a single-player experience on top of that, I do not know yet. There is a lot of features coming and a lot of things which are going to be implemented over the next several months. So, first of all, let's take a look at the options. So, I played quite a bit of this last night because the kind folks over at Playful Corperation, sorry, sent me a copy of this game. Thank you very much, Dave, and do appreciate it. So I jumped in the world last night. I made a world. I was playing along the lines with my friend Aftermath, checking out the multiplayer side of things, and it went really well. So I wanted to kind of show you guys everything about the game as much as possible, but not giving away too much because I want you guys to go and try this out for yourselves. Now, the game at the moment is in alpha, so there is bugs, glitches, which is only to expect from an alpha, but this has been created extremely well. Now, the game at the moment, if you wish to play it, you will have to pay £14.99 on Steam, and that gives you features basically to the early access. But the game is going to be free to play down the line, so if you're that sort of person who wants to wait until the rest of the bugs have been ironed out, by all means, wait. If you, like me, and you can't wait, and you're impatient, by all means, go and support the guys and actually buy the game. You won't be disappointed. So, you have create a world, which we've got, but you can join a world. So if your friends have a world, you can actually jump straight into that, whether it's passworded or not. You have the create a world button, which is there, which we already talked about. Account settings, which basically allows you to put your email address in. I'm not actually going to show it because I don't want to give away my email address. And you have quit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and return to the Let's Play DTG, and I'm going to show you the world of this game. So the textures are very much like, if you took the Vax textures from Minecraft and you put that into a Voxel based game, this is what you're going to get. So it's actually letting me join now. The world runs really smooth. I was quite surprised. And as you can see there, it tells you about the advanced extractor. So, this is the game. This is Creativerse. And everything looks lovely. I love the textures. The different things. If you look at them, as you can see in the bottom left, it tells you stone. Now, the game has a few little FPS stutters now and again, but it runs relatively smooth. But it's pretty good. Now, the difference between this game, other games such as Minecraft, yes, you can build. Unfortunately, Minecraft is the most thing which I'm going to compare a little bit to it, but the experiences are totally different. Instead of having pickaxes and things like that, you have the ability to make swords. Your armor goes up in different tiers, such as obsidian armor, which is quite nice, and I'm going to show you the different bits and bobs now. So when you start in the game, you will have absolutely nothing. You will have a stick, which you can switch between tab, and you have your hand. Now, your hand is your basic digging tool, which is pretty damn good. Now, the stick allows you to hit monsters. Now the monsters, let's go and talk about the monsters. The monsters are slightly different. Each monster has a different ability. The world is really alive and really living and really bouncing with things for you to explore. Now each layer of the world has a different kind of, I believe it is a setting. So the further you go down, the harder the monsters are going to be. The bigger the monsters are going to be. And as you can see, I was holding down shift. The controls are very simple. WSA and D spaces to jump. You can jump 2 blocks high. Hold down shift sprint. And as you can see, the meter of the energy bar is actually recharging. But you don't regenerate health. Now, you've got to basically make health potions, and you can eat mushrooms. But here is one of the creatures. Very cute looking anime kind of style creature, which is, I believe, let's have a look. It is called Pigsy. Now, when the nighttime comes, the whole world changes, and these become night pigsies. And once nighttime comes, instead of zombies chasing you and all that kind of nasty stuff that comes out at night, these change. These go black and with like a neon kind of bluish green glow, and they become hostile, and they will chase you, they will find you. Some aren't that hostile, and that's why you got to put down torches. But, like I said, it's great. They all have different abilities. Let's go and kill one of them, because I want to show you how the loot drops on the creatures. It'll probably be either a 1-hit or a 2-hit with these guys. Yep, 2-hit. So, when you kill a creature, you get this nice little, it's like a Christmas parcel little basket. So if you press F to interact, you can see the different items. Now, if your inventory is full, it will tell you your inventory is full, but you can take it all like a role-playing game. And as you can see, your inventory is full. Please make some room in your bag. So that'll stay there now until, basically, I get some space. And when you die, you get a beacon. Now, you don't lose all your items, but you do lose some of the items. So you will have to go back and actually get them items back from there. So it's great. Now, let's go and take out some of the ground. Now, let's talk about the basics interface. So if you press E, you get your inventory. Like I say, I was on last night for a good solid 7 hours. and I did acquire quite a bit. Now, instead of making your generic pickaxes, which a lot of sandbox games kind of do, these guys have decided, hey, let's get away from that whole side of things, let's change it, let's upgrade your hand, which kind of sucks in the power. So now, your basic crafting, you have your basic moss torches. And it tells you, moss, I'm sure you could do something with this, right? So the moss, you can find it on trees, and you've got to get cragwood. And it gives you a description and kind of like a little heads up and little tips of where you can find them items. So what you would start do is you would basically make your crafting table. Once you make the crafting table, you can then make the forge. Sorry, you can then make the processor, and once you make the processor, you can make the forge. And the items kind of upgrade over time. So now, because it is going free to play, it will have microtransactions. So at the moment, we have 400 mojo, which is very kind. They give us it by default. And as you can see in the store, you can't actually buy these at the moment, but these will give you a hell of a lot of mojo if you want to invest money into the game. And you can buy things like pro recipes. Now, there's only 4 at the moment, but you can get the fireworks pack, stained glass pack, super extractor, and stone details pack. And they will unlock, and they will be on your account for eternity. And you can buy different bundles. Now, the bundles will give you different items to start with and different packs. Now, I haven't bought any of these at the moment, because I'm not going to. I'm kind of going to hold off a little bit, because the super extractors, and we're going to go on to extractors in a minute, in a short while. But the super extractors, they will give you more resources. It allows you to craft it. They're pretty much the same. There's a one-time use on them. You can craft multiple of them, put them on a node, and that will get different kind of resources. I think it goes up. If you get a super extractor, instead of having 6 from one node, it will go up. So there's, like I say, there's a few glitches at the moment with the game, such as textures when you're looking through the glass. It kind of glitches out and you don't see these kind of machineries which are working. Now, the great thing in the role-playing game element of this is very good. So instead of the pickaxe, you've got these things called power cells. Now what you've got to do is you build a wooden power cell, and that allows you to mine stone. You build a stone power cell, you can get obsidian. Obsidian power cell, you can get things like limestone, bedrock, and so on. And that allows you to upgrade your armor. Every time you make a set of armor, you would start with leather, then you go up a gear to obsidian, then you can eventually make iron. Now I haven't found any iron to do so, but you do find recipes in chests, because the world randomly generates kind of like dungeon-like. It's like a dungeon-like playstyle, so we're going to go into one now and show you what I mean. But first of all, I'll show you how the animation looks when you take in blocks. So right-click will place a block, what you've got selected. As you can see at the moment, I've got hotbar number 6. But if we hold down left-click, we're just going to suck that up. Now they deteriorate. The power cells do deteriorate. The same with your items. If you die, I know my inventory's full, thank you for reminding me. It does differently change, and they do deteriorate. I can't even speak now. Do deteriorate. So you will have to constantly make some. Now these are the torches. The torches have got a little bit of a weird texture going on at the moment, the block. But hey, it's alpha. It's really bloody good. It feels smooth. The world is really, really full and really, really packed. So I am having a lot of fun with this. Now there he is. He's seen me. He's trying to map his way to me, but that will be fixed in the later updates. But these guys are quite nasty. They got kind of like a flashbang thing that goes on, and they blind you. Now this is a Miru. And oh god, there he goes. And we're going to turn away, because if he blinds us, we won't be able to see. And that's a good thing. They do take quite a bit. There he goes again. Is he going to die? There we go, he's dead. Right, so he basically gave us some glue. So they all have different items which are required for crafting. But this is one of the caves which I was talking about. The further you go down, the harder things get. Now, I've already explored this cave, so there's not a massive deal to show you in this cave. But there is chests that do generate, and we're going to try to... There's another one of them Mirus. If he gets close to me, I will die. We're going to have to kill him. Go on, die. I love the animation, how the sword works. The only thing which I would love to see implemented in the future is pretty much a health bar for these creatures. So you know basically when they're going to go pop and when they're going to die. So, actually, what was that? I haven't seen one of these before. I'm not too sure. It's an eye. It's a mirror eye. So that will have some sort of purpose further down the line. So you can explore all these. You can mine a lot of it. And you can build like you would build in any other game. And that's what I kind of love about it. I love the textures. The texture's really smooth. It is like Sphax, but it runs a hell of a lot smoother. So we're just going to jump down, kind of parkour it, and get our way back. And I'm going to show you the different steps to create things if we can get back up. But this is definitely one of them games where, if you're a massive fan of the Sandbox series, definitely go try it, because this is fresh. This is new. A lot of the features in Sandbox games feel very familiar, very, very old, and kind of used too much. But the fact that Playful Corporation have went, hey, let's make a sandbox game. Yeah, it's going to be square, because sandbox games pretty much are these days. We're going to do kind of a voxel feel to the world. But let's change it up. Let's get rid of the old generic pickaxe and give you a power arm, so to speak, that sucks in items. Let's change the way you make items in crafting tables, and that's what I like. So, for instance, if we wanted to make the janky wood floor, we would click on it, and this is where the role-playing game elements, you're going to see this now, come into part. I've got enough resources, so you need the wooden slabs, the wooden rods, and the glob of goo. So we would hit craft, and as you can see, you get a time remaining. Now you can queue 10 of these items up, and depending on how many you queue up, it depends on how long it's going to take. Now further down the line, further items which require more resources will take a lot longer to build, and there you go, we can collect that item, and that is done. But obviously we're full, so because we're full, it's going to sit inside basically our crafting table. Now the forge itself works pretty similar. We could take obsidian rock and make it into obsidian bars. So we can cook that, we can leave it there, and 3 minutes and 57 seconds we can come back and that is done. And this is the processor. Now what you can do with the processor, if you want strings, they all have different properties. We can make wooden rods out of that, we can make stone slabs, the stone slabs we can make wooden, and we can make, out the leaves we can make, I think it is, yeah, shredded leaves. And that allows us to make a roof. Now the different crafting recipes obviously unlock. The more you explore, the more chests, and you do pick them up within the world. So we have the extractor, we have the advanced extractor already unlocked because we found the recipe. We can make burning lamps. We can make things such as the thatched roofs. Now some of the placements of the items are a bit fiddly at the moment, but the basic of it, you can build whatever you pretty much wish to build. You've got more control over it. With the fact that you could drop the block and you could suck it up, you don't really have to wait for that whole kind of animation of breaking everything. You just basically pull the blocks out of the world, which is pretty good. And I do like for instance, sandstone. Let's take, oh, I put that by mistake. Let's take out sandstone. And we don't have inventory space still. We should really drop off some things. So everything unlocks, and there's the nighttime kicking in, which I was talking about. So overall, the game is really good. It runs really smooth. Like I say, I do get a few occasional FPS stutters now and again, and that is expected because it is early alpha, it is early access. And it's just a few things which I would like to see implemented in the future. Would be the ability to throw down items. At the moment, you've got to place them in a chest. And there's them creatures which I was talking about. They do turn into leafies. They're not too hard because I've got an obsidian sword, but they're great. They look cute until the nighttime comes, and they become really nasty. So it's great with them having the abilities. And like I say, you can basically upgrade. So you have the role-playing games, obviously more armor you put in, you get more damage, you get more defense. The items deteriorate, so you got to keep doing it. So that is all the good things. Like I say, it's just a few little things which I would like to be implemented. Would be if you can mine more efficiently, like if you could have a ladder to get down the trees, because now we have floating trees, so to speak. But the multiplayer, the fact that your friends could just jump in, you create that world. As long as you're in that world, you're playing that world is saved, and it's multiplayer all the time. Your friends could come and go. You don't have to buy any servers, which a lot of the games require you to have Hamachi, you've got to have servers, and it's pointless. But this game overall, from my opinion, it is definitely a must. You should definitely go out, or you can wait. I can't tell you how to spend your money, but it is definitely an investment. I really am enjoying it. I am very thankful to the Playful Corporation guys, and especially Dave for sending me a copy of this. It is great. And like I say, I have no fault with it whatsoever. So that is just basically my thoughts and impression, my review on the game. I hope you kind of like this video. Hit that like button, show some support, and definitely see some more of these videos on the channel, because, hey, I'm having a great time playing it. This might replace my passion for Minecraft. But everything's really smooth, and there's a lot to do. I'm still at the point where I'm like, wow, I'm exploring. Wow, this is new. There's different biomes. There's creatures in them biomes which all are suited. I came across like a lizard. There's a great guy over there made out of crab. He's like a rock clap. So it's all great, guys. So definitely go and check it out. You do have the, like I say, you have the ability to go and take screenshots as well if you need be by pressing the title key. I haven't kind of worked that out yet. You have your compass. If you die, you can go back to items. It's got everything you really possibly need into the game, but it is definitely what I would say next gen. This is changing things. This is pushing it to a new direction. Voxel is kind of the way to go now, and the world is just fantastically beautiful. It is just damn right gorgeous. There's no shaders, no resource packs whatsoever, but everything is just nice. It has a purpose. It is in the world. The world feels like it is living. Things do randomly change. Like I said, there is chests that spawn depending on which level you are, and them chests have different items. Some have recipes which allow you to create. So it really wants you to go out and explore. It really wants you to basically push the limits, and that's what the guys also said at Playful. We are going to actually, over several weeks, we're going to pump, several months, sorry, we're going to just push and push and push and see what we can put into the game and see what we can give back to the community of this game. So this is Creativerse, guys. Thank you for watching. Definitely go and check it out. Definitely go and at least look into it. The links are all in the description, as well as everything you need to possibly know about this game. Until the next time, thank you for watching another review by Double Tap Gamers. Until then, stay safe, take it easy, and bye-bye.
Begins again.